right, welcome kings and queens. Look, really quick, I want to give you some updates about Mexico. But before I do, can I say something? It's been brought to my attention that a few channels have been clipping my content. Y'all, I don't mind. If you're going to clip it, can you please give me credit for it? That's the right thing to do. Thank you. All right, welcome kings and queens. Let's talk about the underground crime ring in Mexico. At this point, I'm not sure if anyone's shocked. We shouldn't be, right? If you understand Mexico and how Mexico is governed and the bylaws and the powers that be, oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's going on that's directly connected to Shanquella Robinson's case, as well as the Cabo Six. I like to be hopeful. I want to be hopeful. But at this point, I don't feel like, and I have a strong suspicion that justice will not be served. There's too many complexities. There's too many hands in the bag. And I believe that if the U.S. extradited the Cabo Six back to Mexico, a lot of shit would be exposed. Ain't no telling who involved in this stuff, but let's talk about it. First things first, there is a huge event going on in Mexico, and it's called Cancun Jump Off 2023. It's from May 24th through May 29th, and it's actually it's an urban event. And when I say urban, let me just keep it real. There's a bunch of black folks going. Thousands in the droves. Warning. Black people, if you carry your behinds to Mexico, you better act like you got some sense. Because the Mexican authorities, the Mexican cartel, the Mexican militia, the Mexican police, everybody is going to be on high alert, and they will not allow you to come over there and embarrass them like Cabo Six did. If you plan on going to this event, you better have some extra money because Mexico is extremely corrupt. You better be watching your drinks because Mexico is known to taint their alcohol. Okay? I hope y'all are staying at a resort. But overall, I said all of that to say, if you plan on going to this Cancun jump off, y'all, there's going to be a lot of alcohol. There's going to be a lot of sex. There's going to be a lot of drugs. And if you get sick and you carry your ass to a Mexican facility, you better have at least $10,000, $5 minimum, off the grip for them to even look at you and give you an aspirin and a teaspoon of water. Don't say I did not warn you. Second of all, I hope if you're traveling that you're traveling with someone that you can trust. Please allow this Shanquella Robinson case to be the perfect example that your friends, associates can turn on you, and wolves do attack in packs. Okay. So if I don't know if y'all have heard of this Cancun jump off. I mean, it looks very, it looks like a lot of fun, right? But we all know when the party's done and the lights come on, there's going to be a lot of aftermath. Mexico is not going to allow any group of six to come over there, especially black, and embarrass them the way Cabo Six did and walk their butts out of Mexico and cause so much trouble, so much disruption, in addition to taking someone's life. We've said it from day one. Y'all know that villa is corrupt. Why is anybody surprised? Why are y'all shocked? And I don't mean that. I don't mean that in an offensive manner, right? But are we really shocked that news is coming out about the medical center? Y'all, Mexico don't play. This is nothing new. When people went on a cruise, let me go back to COVID, and they got stuck. Some of them got stuck in Mexico. Some of them were on cruise ships. And when they were on the cruise ships, and the cruise ships were like, oh, hell no. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell out of here. And cruise ships were kicking people off earlier in COVID. Well, there was this black couple where the guy got sick, right? And he, as a result, had to be triaged to a medical facility in Mexico. Y'all, Mexico was not playing. Mexico demanded, I think initially it was 50. I could be wrong, but then I think they went down and they accepted 14,000. And Tyler Perry came to the rescue of this couple. Listen, let me tell you about Mexico. Not only did Tyler Perry have to come to the rescue of this couple, they wouldn't let them leave the damn hospital. Man was dying. They didn't give a damn. They did not give a damn. Do you not remember Tyler Perry had to wire money over there? So is it really a shock to y'all that the American Center, the American Medical Center have been crooked? Y'all, this goes on all the time in Mexico. It's absolutely nothing new. Cartel runs that villa, in my opinion, allegedly. We got to be careful. We got to say allegedly. Now, the reason why that doctor didn't have the proper credentials, they didn't want her to. The cartel don't want no honest, decent, committed, life-saving doctor on their damn property. They want somebody that they can control that's going to turn the other cheek and do what the hell they say. I shared it in my last video. Being that villa is run by a very quote-unquote high-powered man. And let me tell y'all something else. High-powered man. Y'all, it's not just run by one person. I gave you the skinny. If you have been following me, I told you he has 2 business partners. So stop saying, oh, we looked it up and they're based in America. I told you he had 2 business partners. Okay? 2. They've been in business, y'all, since 1984. If it's not 84, it's since 1986. They have a very strong and robust operation. And if you think for 1 second they're going to allow 6 black kids to come on their property and F shit up for them, you got another thing coming. To them, they don't care about Shanquella's life. Their operations are way more important, which is why I don't believe that the U.S. is going to send them back. I don't think Mexico gives a damn about justice. Mexico is all about corporal punishment. Okay? You come back, your ass is grass. That's pretty much how this case goes. And based on that, I don't believe the United States of America will be sending anybody back. You heard it here first. I could be wrong. I do not feel like I'm wrong, because if they were feeling froggy, they could have jumped a long time ago. We talking about 6 black kids that they could have picked up. Hell, they're not rich. They're not millionaires. They could have picked them up anytime, any place. I feel like maybe the family has come to accept Shanquella's passing, and there's not a lot of pushback. There's not a lot of publicity. There's not a lot of push from the side of the family. And one thing I can tell you about these events is that if the family doesn't push, neither will the general public. I just feel like this case has a high probability of not being solved, even though it's already solved. I really strongly feel like maybe the FBI, as well as others, have quietly quitted this case. That's kind of what I feel. I don't think Mexico's interested anymore. I think Mexico is only interested in defending their name, right? I think Mexico had a very strong response, and it was a knee-jerk reaction based on our pushback, based on us saying, oh, hell no, you're not going to sweep this under the rug. If you think we came to play with you today, you're wrong. I do believe that if Mexico receives, or if the Cabo 6 is extradited back to Mexico, I think they're going to hurt them. You know what I mean? So I think for Mexico, they're good either way. Either you keep them, but if you send them here, it is what it is. Based on that, I don't think the U.S. will be sending them. So I've just outlined a lot. I don't think the U.S. will put a lot of energy, a lot of resources into extraditing the Cabo Six. Be very careful if you are traveling to Mexico anytime soon, because guess what? If you go over there and if you act up, they are going to use you as an example. If you go over there and if you act up and you're broke, they're going to use you as an example. If you go over there and you get sick and you have no money, and stop saying I have health care insurance. Mexico doesn't give a damn about your health care insurance. So if you go over there, you need to go and you need to behave. All right?